Right, so a very quick update from me. The competition closed last night and we didn't sell out. We only sold 588 tickets, which is brilliant. You know, I'm very happy with that. But there was a possible 650 tickets available. So let me just break that down for you, yeah? 588 tickets. I think the top figure is about 8,000 odd pounds, yeah? 8,500 or something like that. By the time I take off the fees, the website costs, not the website cost, but I pay a support team to manage the competition back end, the promotion of the videos, it'll spit out to me about £7,800 for the two cars. Now, those both cars had a great price retail value of £5,000 and £4,000. So financially for me, it would have been easier and better just to sell them, okay? But like I've said before, this is all part of this business, you know, growing and developing and building the profile of it. So financially, it wasn't as lucrative as me selling it, but I would like to think that it shows that I am a man of my word, yeah? And like I said, regardless of how many tickets we sell, I will do the competition. So I've already had a couple of messages this morning. It's 9 o'clock on Monday morning saying, oh, mate, I didn't realise, can I still buy some tickets? No, you can't. The clock ends. Now, for me, it would be lovely to say, oh, yeah, let's keep going because I got plenty of spaces to fill up. But I can't and I won't. Legally, I will not do that. The competition ends. That's it. So regardless of how much money I've brought in, it goes ahead. I'll do the draw tomorrow live on Instagram at 7 p.m. I would love to have done a little bit more with it, but I think the algorithm doesn't take kindly to this type of business. So I think it just shuts you down a little bit. But I suppose there's only one thing to do is keep pushing and try and get it out there more and more. So that's that. So tomorrow, 7 o'clock, I'll do the draw. We'll have two winners. The way it'll happen again is random number picker. Because we did sell ticket number 1, and I think we sold ticket number 650, yeah, to use the random number picker, I'll have to do the draw across those numbers. But the tickets which were unsold have got a number. So they will just be on the sheet and they'll say like unsold. So if I spin and it lands on an unsold number, we'll just go again. Maybe it adds to the excitement. I don't know. So that's that one. That's that out of the way. The business itself is okay. This takes up a lot of my time doing this, but we sold a couple of vans. I've got a guy coming to look at a van today. Hopefully he wants that. He's very, very keen on that. And I've got a couple of new things to advertise. Another Hilux in stock, which is lovely, which I think looks probably a little bit nicer than the other one, even though the other one is worth more. I think without the back on it, it looks great. So that's going to be going online today as well. A little bit of a vent from me. So, as you are fully aware, when I say back in the video before, I close my eyes and I think of the future of this business. I see myself in a unit, a nice painted grey floor, a little office, people can come in. I'm not talking a big glass showroom. Obviously, I would like that, but I think the costs involved in them are too much for the business of my size right now. Who knows? So a unit. I have banged on every door, right, with every agent to get myself into a unit. And you know, I'm shut down within probably 30 seconds of motor trade. Just, and look, I'll be honest, two of the agents, and I don't want to name them because I know the one guy might watch this video, are brilliant, okay? But their companies, one of them's Jenkins Best and one of them Fletcher Morgan, they're very, very great to, you know, good to deal with, very helpful and all the rest of it. But some of the others, they just, you know, they just treat you as if like, oh, just go away, mate. And this is something that's been bugging me for a while, and I've wanted to talk about this for a while, because when I used to work for CMB, I was in a position of being a site supervisor. So I'm not saying I was in charge, but to an element you were. But I would never have spoke to anyone or asked anyone to do something I wouldn't have wanted to do myself. And I've always spoke to anyone or everyone with the same amount of respect. So whether you're speaking to someone who's a CEO of a multi-billion-pound company, or you're talking to someone who does a very basic job role, yeah, still speak to those people the same. And I feel like some of these people are so dismissive of you. But my point of this is, right, you work for a business, yeah? How many people do you know who are just employees of a business, yet they walk around like they own the place? You know, like, you know, I'm not paying people to do that. I'm not doing it. I'm not paying out. But, right, mate, you ain't paying nothing. You work for someone. And let me tell you, if something unfortunate happened to you, tomorrow someone else would be in your position doing your job. So while you're in that job, just treat people right. And a couple of times last week, this is what, like, it stabs me, right? When you're talking to people and they, you know, you're having a conversation, but someone arrives and near them or around them who they think is of a higher stature than the person you're talking to, i.e. me, and they just start the conversation with someone else mid-flight of your conversation. So you're like, oh, right, you're finished with me now, I'll go. And I've had that happen to me a few times last week by people who think that the next person they're going to go and speak to, or who's joining, has got more to offer them than the one that we were having. Whether it was important or not, I think that's awful. I would never do that. I would never cut someone short whilst in the middle of a conversation with people. This is why when everyone comes here and looks at something, or I speak to people on the phone or through social media, I try and engage with everyone with the same amount of importance, because I think that's how you should treat people. Don't get me wrong. In this business, you meet a lot of tire kickers. A lot of people do just want to waste your time. And as you grow and develop, you're thinking, oh, mate, look, this ain't going to go nowhere. You can just tell some people, you know, they turn up and they're like, well, I'm just deciding what I really want. And you're thinking, well, I'm not going to be rude because you've made the effort to come here. So that's a vent from me about, you know, where I want this business to go. I just got to get myself into a unit. It's time to happen now. So if you know of anywhere in the Cardiff area, 2,000, 3,000 square foot, that you're actually going to be able to have a conversation with someone who owns the building instead of some jumped up whatever who doesn't want to give you the time of day, then let me know. But thank you for watching. I'm sorry I've droned on, and I've got some cars to advertise, so I will speak to you all very soon.